Yeah, I'm responsible for making microphone noise once again. I've got to be good at something, and I do keep practicing, okay? So,
You're consistent with this.
So, Candy, we've just heard you started as a bit of a singer, but not really a singer out there. So when did you start singing, and where did you start singing? In the bathroom or at home in your bedroom?
Funny you say that. Yes and yes.
I'm a mind reader, aren't I?
You are. No, when I was growing up, my mum really loved music because my dad was a muso, and so we kind of always just had music in the house with us. And, you know, she used to play a lot of Johnny Cash and Joni Mitchell. Like, I love Joni Mitchell. That's how I learned how to write poetry and songs, and fell in love with, you know, how to convey or tell a story through songs. And, you know, also people like Neil Diamond and, you know, Melissa Etheridge with her powerful voice. You know, I was really influenced by that. And so we, you know, the 180B Datsun that my mum had in the tape player, so we used to get a mixtape, and we'd take a mixtape and go on little road trips, and we used to have this competition of who could sing the loudest in the car. And Mummy always used to say to me, you don't always have to be the loudest. But I think, you know, that kind of...
I think Candy...
Yes, I do.
I think I had to be. I'm very competitive. But music was always a great escape for me too, because as a young kid, like, we were really poor when we were growing up, and we didn't have a lot of things. And, you know, I used to get bullied a lot in school, and I used to get picked on and beaten up all the time. And so I didn't have any friends because, you know, everyone kind of had their, you know, kids have their cliquey groups and always get ostracised and pushed aside by other people. So I learnt at a very young age how to be very independent and kind of how to survive on my own. And music, just like singing a song for me was like expressing myself, because I didn't know the words to say. I didn't have the ability to kind of convey my emotions, and didn't feel that I could talk to anyone other than my family, because I was scared that everyone would pick on me for being honest or expressing my feelings. So music for me and singing was kind of like what saved myself, and, you know, it spurred me to express myself in a way that I didn't know how to.
So you started singing.
Yes.
But you didn't sing publicly. You just sung to your mum in the car.
Yes.
So, and the Datsun 180B.
And the Datsun 180B. Priscilla, as we called her.
And
Priscilla Powditch. I think every car my mum has owned has been Priscilla. Priscilla the first, Priscilla the second, Priscilla the third.
Is there a song about Priscilla yet?
No, but I say there'll be one in the future.
No, I thought Priscilla was the queen of the desert, not the queen of Sheba, but anyway.
Okay, you mentioned a bit about discovering music through people like Joni Mitchell and a love of lyrics, love of poetry, writing poetry, that kind of thing. I'm always interested by the dilemma of writing in a style that you've learnt from somebody else, but then you discover that that's not really your style when you perform.
Yep.
I'm picking up from the song that you played a bit before that you can get a bit loud and raunchy and rock out from time to time.
Yep.
When you're writing a song, are you sort of trying to pull it towards your performance style, or are you trying to explore where it's going?
It's always really about the individual song in the moment. I believe that in the creative moment, it's always either a melody or the lyrics that come to me, and it's like a 15-20 minute creative vomiting process where it all just kind of
That's a good
comes
description.
out, you know, like it comes out and
She writes like you, Clayton.
But so it's not ever a deliberate, I want to write a song in this fashion or in that fashion. It's always something that's really organic and natural, you know, like some of the songs that you'll hear later are very different to that.
Right.
And so it's like a big conglomerate of all the influences that I've heard over the years and all the artists that I've heard over the years. And each song that will be coming out on the EP and that I perform live is very different. They might have the same type of, you know, tone about them, or the same type of theme about them in some different songs, but they're still quite different. And I really believe that honouring that piece of material is really important. So it's never a deliberate thing. It's actually quite a natural process.
But you could well come up with a song that you really like that really touches you, but you feel like you can't perform that one live or something. And that might go up. You perform it live. You'd find a way to do it.
I will change my set if I have to. Like, you know, if I want to play a few love ballads or things like that, you know, I might change the setup so you have a little bit in the middle where I'll play my love ballads. But I really love performing so much, and I really want to play my music and share my music with so many people that I don't ever want to cut anything out just because I feel that a crowd won't like it. You know, if there's one person in that crowd that likes that song, I will perform that song. If there's no person in that crowd, I will probably still do it.
Well, you're in the crowd too.
I am.
In a way. we better move on.
And also the song grows from performing it live, so
yeah, it does.
You might develop a relationship with that song by... You know, like the song may change as you perform it.
Exactly.
And all that kind of stuff, yeah.
I think we should go for a song.
I think we should probably have a song. Now, normally at this time of the night, we start asking you about artist influence, and you've mentioned some of those, and then we play some artist influences, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to do something slightly different and just play more of Candy. So we've actually got something on disc to play.
Here's something we prepared before.
Something prepared
like the
earlier.
Recipe, of course. You know, it's only 40 minutes, fairly quick to whip up.
We've got a song called Black Shadow.
Yes.
Would you tell us a bit about the recording process? What are we actually listening to? Is this a recorded at home or
this
recorded
is
in
actually
the studio?
all at home recordings. So everything I've done, I've recorded in what we call Studio A, which is the lounge room, and Studio B, which is the bathroom. So, you know, one Studio A is usually for the instruments, and then
Mixed
Studio
in
B
Studio
for our
C.
vocals. Studio C is the computer room out the back where I spend many hours pulling my hair out going, how do I get this to sound how I want it to sound? But this song came about from a big fear of mine. And so it was always like a big black shadow looming over me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to face this. I'm going to write a song about it. It's kind of like a war cry that says, step away from me. But this is a song that I wrote on my keyboard, my Casio keyboard. And I produced this myself.
Shadow hanging over me, sits in the darkest dreams, waiting patiently. It's that black shadow walks with every step I take, drinks from the same cup, eats from the same damn place. Oh, where do I go? What will I be? Is that black shadow laughing at me? Tell me, what will I become? What will I see? Is that black shadow just playing with me? Tell me, who are you? Tell me, someone else's mind, 'cause that black shadow keeps stealing my time. So I pray to a God I cannot see him. Oh, he'll take this demon from me. And I'll run and I'll run and I'll never look back. Oh, that black shadow is a coming on fast. Oh, run and I'll run and I'll never look back. Oh, that black shadow is a coming on. He's a coming up fast, he's a coming up fast. Oh, where do I go? What will I be? Is that black shadow just laughing at me? Tell me, what will I be?